See, I see. But maybe, you never know, you never know. Could be, could be. But you're doing good, was a nice morning. Nice morning. You got some productive stuff going and all that. And all that. I wasn't bad, wasn't bad. Now time to do a little streaming. It's gonna be like way to think of a schedule for some time. Actually, let me see. When is when's this one? December 8th, 12 p.m. PST. So it's like midnight my time, I think. Yeah, basically. Or 9 p.m. EU time. That's probably gonna be like 3 hours or something again too. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna skip that one. It's gonna be enough to watch a Game Awards. Because yeah, there's gonna be the OTK one too on Friday. And yeah, it's a bit late. So that one I probably gonna skip then. It's gonna be probably like mostly actual awards. And actual awards I kinda don't really care. I've been for the announcements, man. I don't actually really care who's gonna win what. Well, I mean, it's an okay, you know, thing to watch and discuss and everything. But yeah, I don't really care about it that much. Oh yeah, I managed to stack on a bunch of loot there. Okay, you're not actually selling stuff. So everyone is there then. Was everyone actually before that? Let's just range here. Clinic. A bar. That's where we kinda need to go. And that ain't it. I think there was a passage somewhere though, wasn't there? The overcumbered life, man. Yeah, whatever. They ain't it then.
The fleet protects our own.
The dream motto with insane everyone with insane streaks. 35 even. Everyone with them dink streaks.
You want to survive?
Insane.
My gear may not be the right gear.
Hey, Gushan, hello. Do a little bit of this. Alright.
See ya.
Are you looking to start
Alright,
something?
make it quick. Just make it quick.
Sure. You can get some like, yeah, no more money. That would be very nice.
Whatever.
Don't even try to rip me off. No?
Oh, the beta was in 2016. Insane. Been some time. Not advanced, so... This one I actually could try. We'll see. Case D2 released in early access. You never know. You never know. But wait for Keys D2. Well, some people do. Some people do.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, that I assume
Captains handle
is
most of the
it.
patrols. We've earned that trust.
Then check
I've got
you
what
there,
you
right? Yeah.
need. For a price. Well,
See,
well.
who shall I say?
Neighbors,
That's the
everyone
one.
all-
That's the one.
Good thing I'm not here to impress. I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, kinetics, electromags, energy, even a few explosives. Occasionally, I stock a few smuggled items. Basically the stuff SysDef doesn't want you
See,
to
what
do.
should I say?
Just
Sounds about
come over
right.
Or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo. With your head as the target. And you want me to just take your word for that? Perfect. A little advice, Sadiqi? The fleet's trust can't be bought. You earn it. You bleed for the fleet bleeds for you. Pure and simple. Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you in the back.
Sure.
That was surprisingly easy. Most people just glaze over and learn the hard way. Maybe there's more to you than I thought. If your credits are good, I'm open.
Your credits are not good though. Come on. Stock up some more. Still not good. See, buddy, I see. I thought you had a realization on stream. Then we told you. So I thought we already told you
Alright, see
that
you
it
out.
wasn't. So you should already know. Ah, I can dump it in. Whatever. Hey, portable, hello. How are we doing?
Every captain here's earned their
Guess I'll need to roll with this. Fine. Died insane streaks. Feels good.
There you are. The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over.
Sure.
That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search.
A nice portable dice. Sounds good. Doing good, man. Doing good.
Because they would be rolling in so much cash, there is
And the
no way they would
one-person
keep it
Christmas
quiet.
microwave
It's
meal.
like
Damn
hitting a
son.
jackpot. Not to
Seems
mention
good.
they'd need someone with Shinya skills to keep the crypto tracing on the currency clean. And as far as Galbank goes, I doubt they would bother. Their bean counters would be too busy weighing the loss versus recovery costs. No, the legacy is out there, just waiting for us to find. I can feel it. Well, that is not necessarily true. Let us start with
But
what we
it's
know.
pretty cute,
It was a
yeah.
Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
And the key holder. Alright, sure. The Swede casserole. What is that? Casserole made with Swedes?
Rokov is... well, he's Rokov. A real pain in the ass. He used to run with the fleet until we kicked him out. Lately, he has been using his long-hauling skills to captain a Starliner for Trident. Gives us a contact within the company. He has been trying to get his foot back in the door with us for years. But I'm not ready to let him in just yet. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. It's not what you're thinking. It's more of an office than a bank vault. Once you're inside, you'll be able to gain access to one of their computers and find out more about the legacy. Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neva and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials.
Sure.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you. If you think he's come through for us, you can promise him he'll get paid. But if he gets in your way, then you take him out. I see what you are getting at, Rook. And don't worry, I would ask the same thing. Just be sure to get those credentials. Anything else of value you find on Rokov's Starliner is all yours.
Sure.
You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to let him join the fleet. Because you're the one that finished the job. You followed orders, and you put your neck on the block to get that data to the key. As far as Mathis goes, I'm sure you had to drag him through the lock and prevent him from doing something as stupid.
Sure.
We'll see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars.
Ah, brukva, I see.
Rokov does not need to know.
I actually don't think I tried that shit.
For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook. Before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
No, so the bot is to rub things up, alright.
If you have any last questions about the job, ask
Yeah,
me
no
now.
Brukvo, but I don't think I tried it actually. I think a lot of people did it, to be honest. Let's see, let's see. One sec. This to pause. There we go. The whole casserole with that, alright.
I think the intel was bad on one of these missions. Cargo was twice the size.
You'll be compensated accordingly.
I just figured you should know, in case Neva or anyone thinks I was gonna keep some of it on the side.
Rest assured, your loyalty is not in question.
Right, good. Because, I'd never do that.
Sounds like the whole meal and everything for the microwave there. Yeah, that sounds like some ding stuff.
Bradley called me his friend. Hey, I wanted to thank you one last time for not ratting me out to Delgado and telling him how much I pitched in. That was pretty damn cool. If he would have found out what I was planning, well, I don't even want to think about what could have happened.
Oh, the favor.
Oh yeah, sure. Anything you need, you just ask, and I'll be there to back you up. You just, take care of yourself out there.
Let's see. Having a microwave meal for your Christmas dinner, true. That's true.
Smuggling beats a real job. I used to work for
Maybe.
There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole roll call from the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
My friend's got a point, Bog. Every pirate in this joint comes to the Nova for a drink.
Seems to me, instead of trawling deep space...
My score involves a one-time event being held aboard the Siren of the Stars. If anyone finds out the Crimson Fleet's aboard that Starliner, the event will be canceled and I can kiss my payday goodbye. There's no way I'm gonna miss this window of opportunity. I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Volkov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Gal Bank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
Sure. I haven't not in the dialogue fully there.
No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Gal Bank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats. I can guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on at the event.
Do it fair and square, huh? See, let's see.
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable. Yeah, very funny. You're hilarious. You should stand up on the bar here and start telling more jokes. This crowd would eat it up. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
See what I see. Deliver casserole.
All Rokoff does is feed me information. If I ask him to lift a finger, he gives me enough sob stories to fill a freighter's cargo bay. If you want my advice, leave him completely out of the loop. Otherwise, it's gonna cost both of us some credits. Yeah, ES, Earth, Savior. Get it? Come on. Keep up with me here. I got about 17 other things to do and you're holding me up.
Sure.
Then it's settled. Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods.
Sure.
Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet.
What they calling Matis Matis? What is this?
Good luck.
You see SysDef is a joke. They haven't caught us yet. What kind of name is SysDef anyway?
Just a bunch of random pirates. Probably some... the boogie. Don't know what they don't
I
know.
was wondering when you'd wander my way. The name's Fergus Wickham, but you can call me Bob. Welcome to the last Nova, where the drinks are never free.
And get caught up in some pyramid scheme? No, thank you.
Got it back in my experimental days. Before we fixed up Nova, she was a real boggy mess. Practically an indoor swamp. I figured some of what's growing around here could make some decent booze. Some might say I only got the booze part right. Guilty? You name it, I got it. Although, I can't speak to quality. We don't believe in expiration dates here as long as it gets the job done.
Not false,
As
I
long as you're
guess.
fine, stay as long as you like. The last Nova never sleeps, so no last call here. Since it's your first time with us, I'm willing to make an exception to the rule and offer you my speciality. On the house. One free bottle of Bog's Grog.
Sure.
That's the spirit. I knew you'd be the adventurous type. And if you like it, you're in luck. Cheapest drink you can find. And guaranteed to drown those sorrows.
Bog's Grog, eh?
Now that's a trade secret, mate. And a homegrown one at that. But nothing to worry about. I've been serving it up going on 20 years now. Only things that kill my customers are bullets and stupidity. Nova wasn't always the lovely sight you see before you. She used to be a hydro farm and put up quite a fight when we decided to give her a makeover. Overgrown water everywhere. I almost gave up. But what's a proper home without a pub, eh? Yeah, we got the usual suspects.
You buying though? You do. That's good, huh? That's very good. What else should we sell you? Oh yeah, a bunch of this too. Perfect.
Next time come in
Wasn't much, but I'll take it. What the crew members here?
Hey,
Yeah.
Cap, you
Seems
hiding?
like this.
Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low.
A ballistic weapon, concealment, and theft. Let's see.
Hard to believe what passes for polite conversation these days.
Wait, the body got time for that?
Hey, my fellow Rook. How's it going?
wardrobes there. Yeah, more interviews still.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. Up too much matter and become over-encumbered.
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had the
VOD's a
key
soft.
to a few UC ships, a couple dozen ex-cons at my side, but I needed more. So I sent out the call. Once word got around, didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the 7 systems to show up.
And this is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations.
Don't continue. No, it won't. Alright. Unlucky. I bet we get the gist. Oh, there it is. Still going.
Security gave up and handed the reins over to the big guns, the UC
As
Navy.
long as you put the fleet first.
The Navy in turn sent ships to attack the key. I'd say there have been 3 major attacks over the last few years. And as you can tell by the fact we're having this interview, all the attacks were embarrassing failures.
Do you feel these embarrassing failures led them to form UC SysDef?
Absolutely. They've clearly given up and decided to shove the responsibility onto a separate division. That way, in the public eye, the UC Navy can move forward, proud and strong, while UC SysDef continually takes all the blame. It's all about PR spin for them, Gale. That's how the UC operates. Kinda disgusting, don't you think?
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the atrocities the Crimson Fleet commits on a daily basis.
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space? How about thousands of people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map? Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
Why you have to be mad, eh? You're right. And the part of exciting, isn't it, tomorrow? I'm gonna hop in tomorrow.
I don't trust you.
Or did it already start? I thought it's not yet. Thought it'd be Friday or something. It's tomorrow, I see. Nah, people mess around with bills. Okay, I see. I see. Go, dude, they shouldn't like start from the get-go. The full speed there. It actually reminded me that I need to switch my ship. Okay, fine, let's do it somewhere else. Okay, we go there. It's convenient, like stores. Let's go Neon, probably. Brother man, why? Every time. You know what? Wrong number. Actually, I can switch there, I think. Re. Let's go here. I see, let's see. What the fuck is wrong with you? Is it? Nah. It's contraband, it usually says. Whatever. See what happens. To get my proper ship back. See what I say.
Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband.
Yeah. Sure. All my contraband there.
Attention! Our scan indicates you have
Yeah.
detected contraband. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated.
Equak. Hello. Absolutely sure.
Stay on course while we escort you in.
Oh no. So unlucky. There we go.
Ever run into spacers?
A standard place of shame.
Need something? You need to move some merch. Then here I thought you were...
Let's go. Oh, I still didn't. Oh, dude, when? When was I even last time here? And he still didn't restore. Still didn't buy shit. Still didn't get the credits in.
Keep it moving.
And what is this?
You're out there a lot, right?
And what is this? Let's see. Lucky. See you there.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us at ice?
Well, I guess that's kind of classic. That's kind of classic for people. Doing them names. Okay, let's go full. Just so he's recovered for sure there. How's it going, Quack? How's life? Alright, so like hella gonna disappear tomorrow then. See how it is. Thinking about doing some more 76, but we'll see. Not today, maybe not tomorrow. Maybe when Starfield is done. Guess I'll already have like not that much time left really of that glorious Game Pass. So gonna be slowly wrapping it up. Like major side stuff left. Maybe some like smaller side stuff I'll meet still. And then we go. See what I say. Classic. Already enjoying the workday then. Let's see.
Thanks again.
Get the big sale.
Is there a type of weapon combat tech won't make?
Yeah, what? Now we're getting...
You buy all this. Alright, now let's go. I'll be buying some ammo. Actually, let's see what they have here. Easy, we also can buy. Alright, 14k you have again. That's good. Wasn't very optimal. Actually, maybe. Nah, not really. Well, fine. Still buying more. Can buy more of that ammo. Armory, fine. Sure, plenty of that. Got damage from robotos, whatever. Still something to sell. Not much though. But let's go.
Glad. Thanks for
Another
helping me clean
one.
up sticks. I've got more than you can handle.
Modified staggering microgun. That seems not super poke though. More damage than less armor. Small chance to stagger. Kinda want to try this at some point too, but I feel I'll wait for a better one. This though. That's the AMI one. Staggering, a Berserker and Frenzy. Don't seem like some good legendary affixes, but overall maybe not too bad. Yeah, that'll do.
Always keep plenty of ammo in stock too.
There's something left to sell. I think already mostly resources only. But we're gonna dump on the ship. Yeah, I should sell some stuff from the ship probably too. As usual, got the free ship, means a bunch of garbage on it.
I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where
Oh man. Yeah, the technician is technician is with the fishies. True. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I can't even get stuff in there. Unlucky. Actually, could sell some here. I mean, I still could sell stuff from the ship's cargo.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Actually, no, mostly decent stuff, I guess. Except for this. Alright, have more. sick. Already sold before the the globe. One of them. I think the moon one we also got. It is gone. Oh shit, I want to go to another town. Hey Turbolist, hello. Nice, nice. Good luck, man. Good luck. Hopefully you're in. Hilton, hello. How are you, man? Hopefully you're in. Yes, on sort where are we going? Yeah, we're reporting on vigilance at CSC. Not yet. Officially a lazy one. How so? How did you end up that way? How worst thing might be if they don't call at all. Happens, happens. Well, hopefully they will. Here goes hello. Silton, I say. Not doing it since the morning, damn son. How could you?
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple Okay, no problem.
I don't need this. That's my jam. Silton, I see. Found something to do at least. That's good. Insane food supply. Okay, a bit better now. Some weapons too, probably. Kinda like this Kodama for now. This I'm gonna upgrade. I think I'm just gonna go upgrade stuff. I got the big crunch thing. Nice, nice. Well, I mean, it's not nice that you needed to, but as long as you can go productive mode, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. The insane streak too. Everyone with them streaks. Crazy, crazy.
There's a bit. If you
That's
don't see what
nice,
you
that's
want, feel free to
nice.
ask. Oh, please take a look.
Got some progress then. Sucks that you need to do it that way, but you know, it is what it is. See what they say. Good luck, man, good luck. I hope it's worth it.
Oh, please take a look.
Alright, what else we need? And the snowball's concerned, yeah. With actual multiplayer and stuff, just release it and then gotta be super pog. There's plenty of those you can see usually, so that probably actually would work. Next year, damn son. Gotta go fast. I gotta go fast.
Appreciate the business.
Selling art is
Some Photoshop format. Can't you just use GIMP to that for that though? That's usually good enough. That's usually good enough. Okay, land first. It's not gonna fall travel in the jump. There we go. Let's see. Sealed on essay. Damn son. It ain't that crazy to do though. Quite useful. I wanted it for something, so I got it, but I didn't install it yet. I'm just laying there waiting. Which I might need today, because Geoff sent all the stuff again, overlays for Game Awards, and I bet it's again like with no, transparent cutout. Like you literally end up every year. Like they send like literally just like, it's like PNG even too, I think, but it's like full picture. Like you still need to cut, like the window for the streamer webcam yourself. So far every year, this shit. I even checked it already multiple times, huh? Same stuff every year. Let's see. The crunch discussion. I mean, no matter what is bad. No matter the perspective. It's just the thing is, it depends, what you do. In which position you are. Like if you work in a company. And you on a salary and stuff, for example. Then crunch is like absolute complete evil. 100%. Maybe in like reasonable amounts for the proper overtime paycheck. I could see that. Sometimes you need some extra. Sometimes you have some energy that you can spare for that. But mandatory one is always 100% evil. Yeah, turbulence, yeah. Well, the thing is, like, sometimes you don't need it. Like, that's the thing. That's the important part that a lot of people kind of also do forget and admit, is like, but that's extra money. Like, bro, like, what if you don't need it that much? Like, there's always, like, this, like, balance there, right? You can get all the extra money in the world, but, like, but for to enjoy it when you when you retire, like completely ruined mentally and physically, so you can spend it all on you know, on the treatment and enjoying all that, you know, saved wealth that you have no energy, you know, and interest doing. There's always this balance. So like any mandatory crunch, I think, is garbage. 100%. When you are your own, you know, master, if it's your project, if it's your studio, you are the one, you know, working on it, then, I mean, that's different. That's inevitable. It's bad if you need to crunch on your own project, but the problem is you most likely need to. Because content creation, and I mean, you know, if you solo game deving, in a way it's also content creation, because, I mean, you do be making content there, right? Is something where you kind of like, you're your own master, you can work less, you can take a lot of day offs, right? You can have vacation every day, basically. Absolutely. But all of that hits you and hurts you. And that's when you start working a lot. It'd be common in other industries? I mean, it is, though. It is actually quite common in other industries. It really depends on the companies and everything, how they operate, you know. But it is very common. I think many places have this thing when, like, you know, the deadline is coming, it's time to crunch for everyone. Like my friend, for example, like I mean, they still work on TV in a pretty interesting mode, because, for example, today's his 24-hour shift, which doesn't mean that he's going to be working for all 24 hours, but he needs to be, you know, available for 24 hours. So usually he goes like to sleep with alarm every hour, checking if there were some messages or something. And sometimes he doesn't really get to sleep much. Sometimes he can like have a pretty normal day. And when his deadlines and stuff, yeah, at some point he was like, you know, leaving. Like he went to work at like Tuesday and returned home, you know, like Friday or Saturday. Happens. Well, he did sleep though, at least, and on the couch there, but still. Yeah, that's not the game dev or something. Yeah, crunching for the bros. Well, that's the thing with your own projects, yeah. If it's your stuff, it's kind of the same as like with streaming, right? Like I do like December now with no day offs and stuff. Like, would I want to do that if I would be on like the proper job? Fuck no, dude. So my company can like make like my company I work to, right, can make like extra profit from me working too much, and I will get like, you know, the pack of candies for Christmas or something extra. And gratitude. Fuck him, dude. I don't give a shit. Hey, Steve, good morning. How are you, man? Not the giga streak. Thank you, sir. I work for the passion. Oh, that's the thing. That's with your own project. That's kind of... It's not good, no matter what, right? Like overworking and stuff is always bad, no matter what you do. Even just sitting playing video games, you know, you still need to keep the burnout and like, you know, exhaustion and everything. I mean, literally had like a Chinese streamer dying from that recently. You know, you need to keep some of those in mind too. But unfortunately, when you're your own master, you kind of do sometimes need to grind. Way more than you should, sadly. Now people like to hope on the hate trains because some companies crunching their employees. Well, that's always the case though. That's the thing. Like people, you just like, especially if you kind of like already known or the company is big, just give people like any opportunity, they gonna shit on you for sure. Like people find anything. Like you post a photo of the team and the team is just like a bunch of like white dudes, for example, you will have people on Twitter already like canceling your studio and everything. No one will give a shit that you all like like friends, the childhood friends from like university or something. And I mean, it just kind of happened like that. Maybe you live like in Russia or something, and it's like mostly like a bunch of white dudes there, pretty much. No one cares. You're gonna get cancelled anyway. Or you're gonna have like something, yeah, like some crunch story, or you're gonna do some, God forbid you to like mention anything like blockchain, anything AI or something, you're gonna get shit on. Doesn't mean that it's, a wrong thing to do though. But yeah, you give people an opportunity, they're gonna go ham. Not because it's, wrong to shit on some company for crunching, but yeah, people do be liking, like they don't really care about it. They just want to shit on something. But it do be bad. And then especially unpaid overwork too, yeah. The crunch culture from the good old days also. I mean, kinda in a way, yeah. It came from like the indie studios. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of people like doing their stuff themselves. They still be crunch. I mean, look at Warhogs right now, right? Like he just wants to finish his project in time. Not even like something he gets paid for or something. He just wants to finish it for some event or something. Done. There you go. Dude is already crunching. Unpaid and no one asks him, but he does. Same goes with like streams, someone gets like some good shot at like getting like in a good spot in some category of some game that is kind of taking off. They gonna do like 20-hour streams or something, like back to back to back, just to kind of like keep farming that audience while it's still going, to like try to like make this like temporary luck into something more concrete. It is how it is. But yeah, when you go to Corpa, like, fuck him, dude. That's not your project, that's the company's project. You maybe best case will get like a name in the credits. Maybe they're gonna even fucking fire you and then like remove you from credits too. Or you gonna like burn out and leave and they're gonna remove you from credits too or something. And you're gonna be lucky if they still at least like provide some like letter or something that will confirm that you work there when you're gonna be looking for the next job. Like they don't care about you. That game is not yours. You can't really like brag with it too much because you're just the cog in the system. There's like thousands of you there. Like if you made this UI or something, for example, here, like no one's gonna remember you and like, oh damn, that was this dude making this. Looks good. Sultan SA. If I wanted, good morning. So yeah, you work in the corporate environment. Crunch is like super bad. If you have an opportunity to do it, if you want to get extra pay, then you get extra paid. That's good. If you get extra pay but no one asks you if you want or not, that's bad. If you don't get extra pay and you just work more, that's super shit. I work way less efficient the more you work. That too, yeah, you need some rest sometimes. It again depends. Like I feel like when you work on this on your own project, I mean, Ultan probably can confirm that. Again, it's the same as content creation, right? You just like it's hard to actually have a day off. Like you can't really just like with the like office work or something else, just like grab your jacket, go home, and like throw it out of your head completely until the next work day, right? Like it's constantly there. Like you can't really properly fully relax there. See what I see. The bad reviews and reports of employee abuse. Well, I mean, yeah, that does happen, but I think quite often it's more like kind of rightfully so. There are situations when people can get salty, I guess, over that stuff, but most of the time, like I don't really think so. It might be happening with people who have some name, like was with the like Bayonetta voice actress, right? When all this fiesta was unfolding. Yeah, she has a name, she has platform and stuff, so she could pull something like that. Most of the people, like regular workers, they kind of don't really. They can't be arsed. You only hear about it when like there is some sort of like lawsuit, like some court case or something that they are starting because of some abuse or something, and well, court will settle. Not up to us to decide. Huh? Let's see. Game was at 2 a.m. Part of Excel next day, yeah. Well, I mean, that's a bit of a different story, but yeah, absolutely. That can happen too. Well, that in general can happen. It doesn't... Like, the thing is, like, the code and stuff, for example, is not something that a lot of, like, people in general will be understanding. Like, you can be, oh, we need to make it this way. And no one knows if then you can actually make it this way, or how much effort you're gonna be putting into to make it this way. The Bungie story? Which one? Which one? Let's see, window essay. And then I'll just wait and see where it all goes. Well, to be honest, it wasn't Platinum to be very slow with responding that. And the way they did respond with the typical Kamiya's tweet, that was not the right way to do it for sure. So they didn't play it right, absolutely. Can Levine as a boss, for example? Yeah. Just make it happen, Thais. Well, the thing is also... It kind of depends on... like, what kind of thing you do. Because a lot of people go to those to those guys because those guys have like some giga name or something. So they just kind of go there kind of knowing what to expect. And hoping that, they're just gonna be a part of some next big thing. And it might be. Like, I do also kind of wear this, I remember a discussion about Disco Elysium and stuff, right? With all the fiesta around the game and around the main devs, main people in the studio that were kicked from the studio in the end. It's like... You kinda, like, sure, they assholes and stuff. But the work culture might be not very good, but, like, you also kind of go into... Like, there's something you already know what's gonna be happening. It's kind of like, you know, like going to some, like, let's take, I don't know, like army, right? Going for some, like, elite squad that is, like, super Omega famous and stuff. You get, like, you know, all the fame and glory and some, like, you know, like a lot of medals and other stuff. You're gonna be proud for the rest of your life that we were there, and, well, you're gonna expect that there's gonna be, like, some insane fucking training, you know. Some asshole sergeant that's gonna be bullying you and everything. I do be like that. Hey, Big Lol. Yes, see, Steve, I see. Hey, Nick, hello. And the Fallout 76 development. But yeah, that was the, you know, the regular... There is still the regular stuff, like if you're working... If you go for some studios with, like, huge renown... And they also can do that because there's a lot of people who want to work with those, right? So, like, you don't like it, they just gonna get rid of you and get someone else because there's the line of people who want to work with those studios and stuff. Hey, Ryden, hello. How we doing? The passion-driven industry, yeah. And they can afford, you know, like, doing this stuff. And in this case, it's way, like, better, for example, in, like, some of the European and especially, like, the Nordic studios, right? Because there are unions and everything. So no one cares, like, how much of a, like, the genius you are, there's a union also. So if you're gonna be too much of an asshole, then, well, union gonna fuck you up then. Nice, very nice. To learn something interesting. It's on the top tier mods on this one. Nah, I don't think so. Come on, second. They still not upgrade. I think, yeah, I think I'm missing that resource there. Oh no, I didn't upgrade. Okay, resource was in helmets, I guess. I did box it out. Huh? The fuck was that? Oh yeah, the special project's garbage. Come on, dinner. Well, fine, I guess. Delta, then. The Brute is there. 2 days of calling there, VOD, I see. Two's dying in Marathon's extraction shooter coming in 2025. I think they had more projects going there. I'm not sure how long they will take. And I mean, Destiny 2 dying is kind of like the process that's probably gonna take a while. So I'm pretty sure they can live on that for a while. And the expansion also probably gonna sell anyway. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Not gonna be that bad, probably. Extraction shooters by 2025 market will be saturated. I mean, it is already kinda. For a while, I would say. It is already for a while. No, like it's already quite saturated there. I mean, who knows? Maybe they can pull that off. At least for some time. Who knows? Who knows? Don't make it PvP. I think it should be. I think it will be, though. Alright, now the rest we already did, I guess. Helmet stuff I still don't have. The last fucking Kilomite, I haven't seen that ever, I think. Well, I mean, I had two somehow. A buck to RTS, yeah, doubt it, doubt it. The day before, I don't know, I have no plans really. I have no plans really. Not necessarily my kind of game really there. Who knows, but I doubt it. A deep rock is extraction shooter. In the PvE, I guess, yeah. Why not? The PvE extraction there. Okay, already got that. Just an electric burst of energy to rounds pass through it. Why not? Sure. Hey, boss face, hello. How we doing? Not gonna see in range. Oh, it's fully automatic even in this one. On the six bullets magazine. That sounds kinda weird, eh? That sounds kinda weird, eh? Let me see. I mean, point blank, I guess it will work, but I'm not sure if I want. Yeah, it's gonna be only on the very short distance working. Not worth it. Always reloading, yeah. I mean, try to even use it properly there. I try even to hit that way. Alright, let's see what we can do with this one. The recoil control. Who cares about the two shot unless we can get more? A reduced shotgun spread. You got a shotty with suppressor, my favorite. Well, to be honest, it decreases the range, which we actually kind of don't really care on. The long range we don't need on shotty. Stability on the hip fire. Reducing spread might be actually kind of good, even though like point blank also doesn't matter. Fine, I guess, sure. The rest of it is. A razor-edged round slice through unarmed targets and cause a bleeding effect. Explosive rounds explode downwards into cluster of mini explosions. Huh. Interesting. Alright, the shotty might be kinda alright. What about the battle dome? Lower accuracy, lower range, which is whatever. I think we could go for the regular one, I guess. Wait, another year? Really? You will need to go for the whole year there? Can you just get like a couple of months there? Do you only have like the year contract? Can't you just go like maybe like the actual hotel for like a month until you get like a contract, and that's probably gonna be cheaper. Steal something and go to actual jail, yeah. Work from jail. The new mode, eh? Actually, I'm still here. The free food and stuff there too. I mean, not false, not false. Is there a bonus XP? I don't. Yeah, 11 key sounds way to dink, man. That sounds way to dink. The bed does not look comfy, yeah. Buy a nice car for 11k and live in it, yeah. Can you just get like the used camper or something? And just live in that. And the entire year in one go, yeah. Can you just literally go to like booking or something and get a hotel for a month? You know. That might be also like probably, especially considering holidays, kinda expensive, but way less expensive than 11 key, which is already almost like almost 1,000 a month. Probably, Haxer, probably. Like here, B&B booking. Well, I mean, when you are supposed to get your contract, though? Like, it should be, like, something close. Like, in a month, maybe you'll get the contract or something. Next week, bro, just, like, get yourself, like, the regular hotel. Airbnb or something. That's gonna be cheaper. And then, like, get it for maybe another week, get it for a month, and just, like, look for something with contract already, and you probably will find something with contract. I assume. The little single man needs when you cut out the shit you do not actually need, yeah? I mean, everything I need, and that's, you know, because I need all the setup and stuff, is like 2 suitcases and a bag. Not even like huge suitcases. If I would be rolling with one laptop, that would be like minus bag easily. And a bunch of other stuff probably too. Probably 1 suitcase then. Wait, they ask for like the last 3 salaries. So you need to get like the contract and then 3 months of work also already confirmed, bro. Like, what is these like rules? Like, is some like, I don't know, man. There's some inhumane shit there. Well, I mean, you also said in general that like the rent is gonna be at least like 800 per month or something, right? No matter what. Even if you find like the proper apartment and stuff. So maybe then it's not like that bad. Maybe then it's not that bad considering prices there. Just the fact that you need to fork out for the whole year. And then you're gonna be stuck in the kind of hotel thingy for the whole year. But if you can find something for, I don't know, like 600 per month just with commute, I don't know, I would go for that. It's just different kind of torture, right? Like one kind of torture is that what you don't like with commuting, but another kind of torture is also like living in the hotel stuff. 600, well, I mean outside, you know. Just like hopping on the train, for example, and going. And the rent chooses you. Yeah, still seems kinda way to think, man. But yeah, if it's like 700 is a bare minimum, and here you're gonna be paying like 900 something, but you also have like everything else included. Because it's a hotel thingy, right? So you don't pay utility bills and stuff, I assume, like another fees. And you have cleaning included. And you said that place is kind of like nicely placed, close to everything. Maybe not too bad. Maybe not too bad then. Yeah, but it's kind of funny. Well, it would be funny if it wouldn't be said. But yeah, it's insane. Like, it's mostly rent. Well, actually, not just rent, building stuff too. Yeah, the fun part is, like, for example, like back home, they have like the amount of unsold new apartments built is like the record high or something again. And at the same time, like, the market is going crazy. Like, the rent prices are skyrocketing, you know, the purchasing prices are skyrocketing. Like, bro, why, how even? Like, you have still, like, apartments and stuff that you can sell, but prices are still gonna be increasing. Like, they rather take an L, not selling some apartments, for example, than drop the prices. Like, ship flying kind of in the sussy way there. Once it drops, it will drop hard in last decades. I don't think it's gonna be dropping that hard, though. There's gonna be a drop and stuff, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be, like, super hard. It also depends on the places and stuff. But in general, yeah. Like, even here, like, it's Armenia, right? It's, like, far from, like, the top tier countries, let's put it that way. It's nice, but yeah, it's kind of relatively unknown and everything, and kind of, like, out of the way from, you know, like, Europe and everything. And it's, like, not the main city here, not the capital or something. And yeah, like, some, like, new apartment already can set you back, like, 30k or something. Easily. Or, like, back home, like, some like, bumfuck nowhere kind of town. Like, I remember a few years ago, like, my relatives in Kostroma, which is, like, 400 kilometers away from Moscow, they couldn't sell 3-room apartment for, like, 10k, basically. Maybe, like, 10, 15k, they couldn't sell it. Like, no one was buying. And they didn't want to make it cheaper because there was kind of no points. No, like, no points selling that cheap, right? So they just, like, kept it. They were, like, living in one room. Like, 2 other rooms are pretty much, like, empty and everything. But, you know, it was, like, better than just, like, selling it that cheap. Yeah, nowadays, like, something like this already will be, like, probably also 30, 40k, no problems. Maybe more. I have nice mountains back home. Nope, no mountains there. No mountains there. But again, like, the people, like, all the new stuff that people are buying is kind of, like, not exactly, like, the view stuff, though. Mountains are nice, except, like, I would say right now, in cold season, all, like, the beauty of mountains is nice, but yeah, the fresh mountain air becoming, you know, the fresh burning, well, best case wood, worst case, like, garbage and plastic, because people are fueling their stoves with whatever they can. So the fresh mountain air gets a little bit not too fresh here. You probably would want to go for that to some smaller towns. Well, in summer it should be fine, though. Yeah, that's the thing also, like, the market of realty, like, back home moved towards, like, super small ones. Like, nowadays, like, 10 square meters or something. There you go. You add a little bit, maybe, like, 10, maybe not 10, like, 20%, and you can already, like, get yourself, like, a pretty solid-sized apartment. But yeah, people trying to, like, lower the expenses so much that, yeah, all the apartments that are being rented and sold are basically, like, super giga studios. Like, all the memes about, like, you know, like, some 8 square meters apartments in Japan or something are not memes at home already anymore. True, stay true, huh? Si può ser. Saving some money for that? Well, only if you are planning to get it, like, you know, when you're, like, 50 or something. I would say, like, if you don't have the property, then just kinda, yeah, try to use that if you have an opportunity working from like remotely and stuff. Just use this opportunity to like travel around a little. I would say that's a good experience. The comfy Woody Free Live in 2023, yeah? Leave away for the corporate to barely stay alive. Well, I mean, that's also kind of perspective thing, I think. I would say that in old times, like most of the people were not really in the comfy worry-free life. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. And depending on the country, depending on what you do, it's still doable. Just not for everyone. Like my friend, for example, and he's 35, already owned like 2 apartments in Moscow, for example, that he bought. And that wasn't, you know, the limit, the extent of his buying power. Let's put it that way. He just didn't want to buy anything. Like, he doesn't want more, pretty much. He just got one for himself and his wife and got another one to rent it out. Just in case, kinda, you know. He bought the house for his parents somewhere, I don't remember, like Bulgaria or some other country near the sea, you know. He has a couple of cars in the family, all that kind of stuff. Sultan, I see. So it is possible. It is possible, just not for everyone. I'm pretty sure it wasn't really that available to everyone back then. Again, kind of more of a like the survivorship bias, right? Like you just see like some people, maybe like your like parents, even grandparents, like made it, but maybe because they were like, you know, working super hard and stuff. Like my grandma could earn a bunch of the stuff and provide like me with apartment in the end too, but because she was like putting all her time and all her health on, you know, the altar of science and then the altar of working. Move to third world country for cheap housing doesn't work anymore. Doesn't work anymore, Pony, as I said. Well, I mean, 30k for someone is cheap though, right? Compared to like hundreds of thousands that people pay in some countries. That is true. That is true. But you also need to think about the perspective, like what you want to do. That's why I also kind of like not huge even on buying apartments anymore. I never kind of was. Even though like having my own apartment does kind of help right now, which because technically I should be getting money from it, from my brother living there, right? But right now he's also having fun with the job market and everything, so I'm not getting that, sadly. Unfortunately, it would be nice. But theoretically I can, so it's kind of nice to have that property. But on the same time, in the same time, Poland and Czechia with no problems. Well, I'm pretty sure if you want to buy something there, you're gonna spend a shitload too. Because even in Serbia, for example, right now, the prices for realty in big towns got like double in the past couple of years, I think. Maybe even more. But it's also, I remember, like he got it for like 20k and now it's like 60k or something already. So, you know. You would think so, but not exactly. It will be cheaper than Germany, of course, but not that much. Yeah, exactly 500, yeah. Like if you have kids, you're already gonna be, or like family and planning for kids and stuff, you're already gonna be like planning things completely differently. It's like my sister, for example, right? They moved to Georgia, which is like right next to Armenia pretty much, right? And they good. They alright. And her husband loves it there because 1% tax is beautiful, right? And he didn't want to move anywhere. But now after 1.5 years, pretty well, soon 2 years already since the war and shit started, right? They planning to move to Germany. Sure, it's gonna be higher taxes. Sure, it's gonna be more expensive. But their kid gonna get like proper education, right? And they gonna get the proper social stuff, proper healthcare and everything. Because like in Georgia, for example, like if you have like some like serious issues or something, they're gonna just send you to some other country for medical treatment, pretty much. That's it. That's pretty much it. Proper healthcare in Germany? Well, that's the thing, Pody. You see it there as bad, but you just haven't been in other places. You just don't know how much worse it might be in other places. Wait 3 months and start to them. That's the funny part. It's pretty much almost everywhere, except maybe with like the private, you know, like paid healthcare. Like then, yeah, sure, they're gonna like, you know, they're gonna do everything the day you arrive, the day you book it, the day you pay. They're gonna do everything and suck your fucking dick also on top of that. But you just need to pay a lot. That's it. In some places, it might be even worse. It might be even worse. So yeah, it's kind of like it's all tricky. But yeah, I would say like right now, I'm kind of okay with just like traveling around. At some point, I'll need to throw anchor somewhere. Then that will be already more complicated to figure out where. And hopefully by that time, I'm already gonna be not just complete hobo. To marry, they'll make it easy life. Oh, shouldn't rush that for sure. But you never know when that happens. You never know when that hits you. Things like that, they're always, you know, something that you don't really prepare for. It's not something you kind of like get ready for. It always just comes, you know, like all of a sudden, like an avalanche.
It wasn't an ambush, it was an accident. We grav jumped to the same place at the same time.
See what I say, huh? Yeah, happens too, but it happens too. That happens too. Again, not something you can plan for or predict.
Yo, back. So how did it go?
See what I say, huh?
Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis.
Living in his relatively fancy car. Well, I mean, something at least, you know.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Brooke.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
A Ben fault for being stupid? How is that being stupid though? True window, true. Oh yeah, we had a lot of those. I had a lot of those. Every time we had like all the like riots and stuff over that, with people kind of like crying for government to solve that in the end.
I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word. If the intelligence I've read is accurate,
Never stop happening, probably. Depends on the place, though. In some places, you will be a little more solid than in others.
Stay away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she sniffed out everything we've thrown her way. Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, we can solve that little mystery in about 10 seconds. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
Getting divorced in the Netherlands is damn near guarantee these days. I don't think it's country related or something.
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Gal Bank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value. That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated.
Second, what? What is this?
If you would kindly continue.
All right. Maybe you're hoping for tax benefits. Well, let's assume you have the tax benefits for marriage or something anyway.
Please, finish your thought, so that we can move on to other business.
Cynic is saying, well, hopefully. Gets you in the same situation. You got the common law marriage there. Let's see. Here's some nuances. That one. They ain't that simple. They ain't that simple.
Please, proceed with your report.
Seaportable, I see. That's the thing. That's what I wanted to get also. I just wanted to move to the countryside before all the shitfest started. And in the beginning of the shitfest, I still did have some hopes that it's gonna be over and I can still go for it. Nowadays, yeah, plans changed. Now all I want is to have enough to just rent something and travel around. And no plans to settle. No plans to settle for a while, probably. Because also nowhere to settle, really. Going back home is not something any of us want to do. Anytime soon.
Permission to speak.
Anytime soon. You're different? No, I mean, obviously different, but that's pretty close to what we used for. I wouldn't probably mind something else, but yeah, for my friends, for example, pretty nice since they don't know English and stuff really that well. Helps a lot, helps a lot. Pretty good, me likey. Wish it'll be cheaper though, because it's actually even more expensive really, unfortunately. Speaking of, you know, going to third world countries and stuff for the cheaper living and stuff, it's not always working the way you want it to work. I mean, to be honest, like, yeah, like all this, like, the marriage, common law marriage, getting like scammers there and stuff, that can happen anytime with anyone. Such is life, you know. Need to either try to secure that to not get fucked over by that, which again is not that simple. Even like with the marriage like contracts and stuff, like I think in many places the court can actually still consider them null if they were written in the way that they are like by definition, you know, bad for one of the sides of the contract, then it all can go null instantly. Yeah, it is. It is what it is, man. You just need to pick, you know, pick the second half right. And if you didn't, well, so be it. That's the experience. Such is life. Such is life. The forge the contract, well, that's a bit more complicated to prove, but yeah, I think in some places, if like the contract basically says, you know, like, well, dude gets everything and she gets nothing, then, you know, that's gonna be void later, even if it was signed by everyone and stuff, it's still gonna be void later too. Then there's also always goes like the argument, you know, maybe she wasn't like earning, or he wasn't earning but much, but they were like doing some other stuff. And then you just like prove that you like paid some bills and everything for the service or whatever. Took care of some things and boom, done. It's over. It does happen. But it also did happen for a long time. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. And, you know, just like trying to be... to avoiding, you know, any relationships and stuff just because everyone around is a gold digger or something. That is not very mentally healthy. Not gonna end well.
Please, finish your thought so that we can move on to other business.
Alright. And he'll CB stayed in there, yeah. It's like always living and expecting that, you know, someone's gonna stab you in the back, you know, rob you, shoot you and stuff like this. And then why even live? Huh? Such is life. It's all just a part of the living, you know. Sounds scarier and scarier the older you get. I don't know, why? Why? Trying to rationalize that is also kind of pointless anyway. Same with other things. You over-rationalize something, you're never actually gonna commit for anything because it always sounds scary, it always sounds bad and everything.
You were saying you have permission to speak.
There we go. Biggie good drill. Hello. Already written down how shit goes. Well, sometimes that gets kind of null though anyway. I'm not gonna save you from that. Yeah, you'll never do anything if you will overthink those things. And the thing is, like, it also, like, you might be thinking that you are like, I got this shit. I, you know, figured and calculated this world. Nothing gonna get me. Brother, trust me. When something like that comes in, it can, like, just swoop you and you're not gonna even see shit come in. Like, I had the most, you know, like the indutated home back in the day. My ex-classmate and everything. Like, dude was literally like, you know, the definition of the giga incel, you know. Guess what? Just ditched all his friends, completely his family and his good job just to move to bumfuck nowhere to get married on the girl he knew for like half a year. You never know. It can hit you the way you don't even expect, dude.
Move on to other business.
I was like in debts and everything and a bunch of other stuff for that. Living with her parents with like a bunch. And then, like, he changed life completely, you know. He was afraid of dogs all his life. And now he has like 2 fucking dogs. He has tattoos of dogs and everything. Like, you never know where life gets you, man. If you think you are prepared, think again. Think again. That's because she wanted dogs, so he needed to, you know, reform for that. I guess, I don't know. Maybe didn't. Well, I doubt they both because he was literally like afraid of them because he had some encounters with them back in the day. And he almost lost his balls in one of those, so you know. After that, he probably would be a little concerned. And not being naive is true. That, like, no matter how much it swoops you, you still need to kind of be a bit rational about approaching those things, right? Not getting emotions overwhelmed too much. First of all, you never know if you will be able to. Second of all, yeah, as I said, like, a lot of those contracts might actually be kind of pointless, which you still probably should try to do, no matter what. Do you really see? I see. That was Rottweiler in his case. The neighbor's one. Then yeah, it was always like not really into dogs, but yeah, there it is. There it is.
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there. Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Cricks wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinny of us, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No, the Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever.
See what I say? The productivity.
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
See. Yeah, I mean, not false, buddy. I kind of can't say I'm like super a dog person. I do be a little concerned usually whenever I meet them. But kind of depends. Here it's actually like helps a lot because there's a shitload of dogs here. The monastery dogs is insane around there. So you do kind of learn to work with that. My friend is like afraid of dogs too, and like he's kind of like getting a little more comfortable with that. Well, I mean, probably not loss of the hand, but yeah, you're gonna get quite an expensive, you know, treatment for like tetanus and stuff like that, and rabies. You don't want to. That's what my friend already got here with all those local, you know, cute little doggies. He's got a little playful bite, you know, and yeah, there you go. There goes like $200 or $300 for the injections from rabies and stuff.
The commander appreciates the sacrifice you've made, going undercover.
No, did we get the evidence though?
We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works.
Sure.
They're pirates in every sense of the word, but they've managed to get more organized under their current leadership. That makes them especially dangerous, but hopefully it makes them a little more predictable too. You're not gonna let this go, are you? Why do you care so much about my past? You're right, I did. I suppose I'm hesitating because I'm not sure you'll like what I have to say. Would it shock you to learn that I spent some time in prison? I suppose that makes me a hypocrite.
Explains quite a lot.
Oh, does it now? Was I giving off some kind of ex-con sort of vibe? Well,
She's also a shoplifter, yeah.
give me a chance to explain. I grew up in the Well in New Atlantis. Parents made barely enough money to keep the lights on in our apartment. After I dropped out of school, they begged for me to look for work. But I realized it was a lot easier to simply take whatever I wanted instead. A year after that, I'm a career criminal with UC security breathing down my neck, and my parents kicking me out of the house. Would make a hell of a motion picture. I was having the time of my life, earning way more than I needed to simply get by and loving every minute of it. Back then, if you would have told me one day I'd be wearing this uniform, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
Look at you now.
I'm quite proud of where I've ended up. Let's just say the years after my time in the Well were filled with highs and lows. Look, the point is that I felt you deserved to know a bit about my past, to know where my anger towards the fleet comes from. Longer than you can possibly imagine. Well, I think you've had enough for now. You get the point. Let's get back to it before Keyboy writes us a citation for loitering.
Supportable, I say. Yeah, in some like the private housing areas, they do be kind of dank. Working in like delivery or something like that would be indeed quite something.
Excellent. Let me have it, and I'll upload it to our database. It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Any other fragments? I'll be damned. So some of the UC guards at the lock helped touch off the riots. Everyone thought he was some kind of legendary criminal mastermind, but Even the great Jasper Cricks needed a helping hand to get out of prison. Have any more?
For now, not really.
Fine, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it. We'll be here if you need us.
True, Pony, sure.
I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri from Officer Petrosian.
Howdy.
Yeah, wouldn't be really risking it much. DLC för Metal Hellsinger out, I see. New songs arrived there. New musikus. Been there, can I fast travel? No. Oh, I can just jump there, I guess. Alright, fine. Did they install the guns there? Yeah, there they are. Got confused for a sec. See, Steve, alright. Caracadillo, insane. Yeah, the only downside, I guess, of like that traveling around is like the pets in it and stuff. Kinda want to get like Aquarium at some point. Totally not a very travel friendly type of thing, you know. Can I get my Aquarium back? Si potesse. Oh, donkeys for guarding stuff, actually, huh? Hey, zebra. A zebra nose, huh? The Giga Shotty. I'm gonna use something to drop it on the ship. 1 sec, Zebra. Sure. Sure. Det vi kan. Ja, det är bättre. Let's see. Yeah, no problems, but no problems. No problemos. I forgot how to do stuff. It's been some time. And I have even deleting. It's still. How did your reporting experience go? That was amazing, bro. Good job, Discord. All right. I want to rate your reporting experience there. It's just like navigating the stuff is already in. Bro, what is this? What? Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay. Be a guy. Alright, only on 4, or is it going somewhere else? Should we get rid of the person too then, for the time being? If they keep going, if they stopped, I guess we can keep. And then figure it out. What happens with them later. My brother bitten by a donkey, them son.
What's going on? I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get?
Saying.
Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out. Because the only way to achieve a win is by agreeing to play the game in the first place. Worst case scenario, I don't make the fleet, but I end up a couple thousand credits richer. That's almost a win-win, don't you think? Oh, sure, sure. First a tour, followed by a formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation.
The Starfield break.
Let's start by talking about Delgado's sudden olive branch. Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers, huh? Fine, have it your way. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal? Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, You gonna tell me what else you're here for, or not? Okay. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
Same question here.
Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from in the past. Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road.
I'm not sure about super fake, at least not tryharding with that one.
Playing it safe for now. Okay. I can respect that. But let's make one thing clear. If I'm gonna stick my neck out by helping you get near Dombrowski, I want something in return. Well, it appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that. That's a disturbing way to put it. But I suppose that's the best offer I'm gonna get, so I'll take it. Dombrowski's a full-time
Cynic, say good luck, that's more important.
Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Trident Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Sure.
That's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Trident preservation or any other charity for that matter.
30 minutes pre-show. Well, the pre-show there sometimes is kinda okay-ish, I guess. So that is kinda okay watching.
Someone with enough disposable income to afford a permanent six-figure cabin aboard one of Trident's finest space liners. Consider it similar to owning a luxury mobile vacation home. Plaything for the wealthy, you get the gist. Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
Sure.
He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option. Now you're speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Alright. Yeah, the award we still need there.
What the hell? When I asked you earlier, you said you weren't here for anything else. Not only did you lie to me, but now you're telling me that she sent you after the award alone? Yeah? And I suppose it's just a coincidence you happen to be asking me about the very thing Neva and I agreed to steal together. I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. That would imply that Neva has a good side to begin with. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. So tell me, what's the status of your plan?
We'll see about it.
Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms.
I got the whole Gleam stuff there, I see. Yeah, fine.
Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
That's all the important information there. One second. The important info. Oh, very important information there. Okay, let me see. Okay, Anvil Saga soon-ish. Soon-ish. We'll get it. We'll get it. Okay, one moment. This. One sec. This on. All right. There we go. Done. Alright, Anvil Saga ready to go. Good, eh? Alright. Ready to go in a little bit. In a little bit. Everyone trying to win them Steam Decks. Yeah, just don't forget to check the country eligibility. And they have pretty limited amount of countries there. And if you are for Canada, prepare your math skills. Spawn locations taking the mails, yeah. Typical, typical.
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing COs I've ever worked
Okay, it's the ballroom.
In fact, he doesn't act much like
Captain Lokov said
Can we actually get there? I wonder, probably not from here.
You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
That's another entrance there, maybe. Let me see. We enter here. Okay, now continues. Alright. So there's just probably entrances to this part of the ship.
Any complaints about your crews should be directed to one of the staff.
Sure.
Have you tried the canopies?
Yeah, this one.
Horrid. Positively horrid.
By Frozen.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all.
No, is it this company?
Not at all.
Maybe it's not exactly theirs. Maybe some sponsors or something.
Outfitted with the absolute latest in cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident luxury lines will keep all of us safe.
We'll see about that.
Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
Yeah, I see, alright.
Well, the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The Blue Diamonds alone are irreplaceable. Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport and at the destination. During my tenure? Oh, certainly not. There was an unfortunate incident where my predecessor attempted to sell the award to the highest bidder, but that was quickly resolved. Needless to say, they'll be spending the rest of their life in a UC prison. Yes, it's quite marvelous, isn't it? Absolutely priceless. Alas, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the ceremony to see it in all its glory. It's far too valuable to be left anywhere else except the Master's safe located at the Purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Casually just mentioned that, alright. The Lenovo Legion giveaway to them, son. All the giveaways, man.
An open bar would have been nice. Trident's
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you that the route is quite safe.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a Starlight.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk another time. Mind moving along?
I'm trying to enjoy the celebration. The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Everyone's pugging with the celebration here.
What brings you aboard? Pleased to make your acquaintance.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding security of your items.
For the safety of everyone aboard, please be certain you don't interfere with any of the crew or security members of our vessel.
If you want to dine at Captain Rocco's table during dinner service, it's only an additional 5,000 credits.
Here for business or pleasure?
Just 5,000. Anyone didn't here even except for this guy.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
The society chair has really outdone herself.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a Starliner.
Maybe someone here then.
So, what brings you aboard?
Here for business or pleasure?
That's the one.
Yeah, can we do this later? I'm busy.
We need to get info on him though.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Not even I see. Just with the randoms.
Letty has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button.
See, that's not very helpful. True.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips.
See.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
Them glass floors, yeah.
An open bar would have been nice. Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, huh? I heard he uses Galbank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars, almost monthly. Does the man ever do any real work?
Oh, the thick glass, maybe.
Don't forget to
Oh,
donate to
maybe
a
some
cause.
super special Giga glass. Not exactly the glass, maybe even.
His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself. That's all then? Okay.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
The cannabis? Yes, he's some kind of a top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced someone that was caught running a fake loan scam.
Surely, Pony, surely.
Nice to have met you.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a Starliner. That view is absolutely spectacular. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning? I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Let's see.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
A little bit of the CD action there.
Pleasure. So, what brings you aboard?
A bunch of people here too. Not sure if the ADs count. Fine. Let's go see. TGA is happening indeed. Very soon. Well, kinda in 12 hours really. So soon, but you know, kinda late. Quite late even. The purser.
Glad to have you aboard.
Let's see, so we're somewhere there. The reasoning there.
Sorry, do I know you? Look, I think you're definitely confused here. I really don't have time to have a discussion with you. My partner's waiting for me. He's a very important man. I can't believe this is happening. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
The corpo option.
Your ex-corp? Then there's no fooling you, is there? I don't have the cash to buy your silence, but I can give you information that might help you bury Dombrowski. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet. I didn't know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dombrowski. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime. I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if Galbank figured it out.
Sure.
Angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. I was going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer?
Sure.
Wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Let's see.
What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight.
The corpo
Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him. It doesn't matter if you're here to judge me or not, because there's nothing to judge. Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right?
Insane.
What, are you ready to damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their comnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not.
Let's see.
I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Oh yeah, we need to deal with this still. Still this one.
Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata.
How can I be of assistance today?
Take a peek. Yeah, doesn't sound that good, huh?
Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks.
Sure, that's the best option there.
I've only
Sure.
seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Let's see.
Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip.
I get the idea.
Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Enough to get the idea.
Hello.
Yank it from
Must
her
you
room or
continue
something.
these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman.
Like, that's simple.
Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that?
The fuck is that, dude?
And why
Some
in
giga
goodness
toad
name
right
would I
there.
possibly agree to that ridiculous demand?
I mean, they always have the manipulation going. If you want.
Yeah, I hope so.
Just tell
Is
me.
this really what
Hello?
we're doing?
Now we can always go for... in this one we can, I guess. Fine.
Calm down. I'm still thinking about it. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
That's some giga quest in there, brother.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. You look a bit lost in these surroundings. Hello? You here for the charity event? Well, I work for UC Security, meaning that business isn't exactly my area of expertise. I'm afraid I can't really help you. If you're looking for a business opportunity, you might want to check with someone else. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off. Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Let's see. That did not convince him.
So, what brings you aboard?
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. It's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
With the emergency then, son.
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency. This is one of Trident's premier Starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing.
Simple as that.
If Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. Remember,
Sure.
the moment you shut down that system, the entire ship goes into lockdown.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing
Let's
but
get the wood first, maybe then. Or actually, do we need to get the thing first? Yeah, maybe that will make the lady move back. Yeah, the ID, so all good. Anything new though? Anything good? Doesn't seem like it. Simple as that.
Have you tried the canapes?
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I think you guys...
Engineering. Just like doing it without this guy.
Hey, hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rokov's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? Oh, sorry. That area is off limits. No exceptions.
Yeah, what if we pay?
Hey, if your heart's set on it, who am I to stop you from staring at a bunch of life support machinery? Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away?
Easy life.
Honestly, he's a seasoned ship captain. He told me he was a long hauler for years, and the experience shows. Only thing is, he's always talking about trade deals and plans for get-rich-quick schemes. It's all the guy ever thinks about. Why he decided to be a Starliner captain, I'll never know. It's almost like he craves being around money. Tell you what, though, for someone that loves credit so much, he sure doesn't mind gambling them when we play cards.
No, as long as he's winning them, though.
Around, but don't mess with any of the controls.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. Don't need all.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Update it easy. Okay, the second floor.
The ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
The year profile. Turn this passenger to be armed within the carry firearm. Let's see. The mechanism was disabled. Didn't notice that really.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. I always took him for a fool, but I can't believe he's stupid enough to have gotten mixed up with the Crimson Fleet. Still, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over any evidence? Claudia said that. You sure?
Damn, see ya.
That means my mom's
All the meetings. All the meetings.
going to walk away with a fortune. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to end up on the Crimson Fleet shit list. But if I give you that information, it falls into the wrong hands. I'll end up in jail. This is a lose-lose situation for me.
I've said the loss is 2,500.
At
Insane.
least I walk away with something. All right.
Yeah,
You have yourself a
2.5k
deal.
dude.
Here, with this slate and this
I have
recording
bounties
tied
more
all
than
together,
that.
You'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
Yeah, I just paid you. Didn't promise you shit.
You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Right, Geoff is shitposting the feed now. Damn son. He do be posting a bunch, I guess.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor, Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me.
They ruled out the bullet option
I
yet.
see. That certainly places a damper on our negotiations. Perhaps I can hasten my diatribe to temper your violence-ridden contribution. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Sure.
Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
All passengers,
Easy.
may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further
Read the
instructions.
magazines. While we were here, maybe there were some. Noticed them. Yeah, maybe we should check what's there. Why not? Might as well. Yeah, it's not very nice. That's on the last one. That wasn't super poga. Gonna recover what we lost there. Doesn't seem very luxury, that's sweet. Not gonna lie.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned.
Get what I wanted there.
One of us did. I'm just hoping you'll put in a good word for me with Delgado. Otherwise, I've risked my career for nothing. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
Not sure.
So he told you to keep it from me. I see. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining you now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Dover Beach.
Not how you pronounce that, sir.
Don't worry, it's not an insult. It's a very old Russian word for comrade. It's what I intend to call you from now on, so get used to it.
Please do it with the proper pronunciation there, brother. Sure.
Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
Sure. And the new Atlantis now. Every time.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins. The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm.
Alright, it's another cabin there. Come on. Yeah, these should do. A Bugazillion by any chance?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain
No,
has
I'm afraid it's gonna be like way too late though, so with everyone probably sleeping.
cabins in an orderly fashion
I would assume.
until you receive further instructions.
Oh, that's actually his room. Let's see. There should be probably some clues for the quest. I feel. Yep. Scan refusing a quest to rejoin. Not the membership club here, Rokov. This is a goddamn Crimson Fleet. Don't apply, you try out. And if Neva doesn't put a hole in your skull, you get picked. That's how this works. Already went through it once, you had your chance and you blew it. If you want to get my attention, maybe you should try scoring something valuable off that piece of crap you call a Starliner. Neva told me you lied about your record on the application to get the gig, so might as well put your position to good use. Cut the fleet in for a chunk of the creds and maybe I'll start listening. Until then, stop contacting us. Got him. We have something here too. Imagine sleeping. And yeah, probably that's what's gonna happen there. Incident report regarding deck officer Kennedy, who was reported missing after about a week ago. According to what I'm reading, it looks like you've conjecturized that Kennedy had a drinking problem and was last seen in a drunken state near one of the main airlocks. 3 minutes after the sighting, the airlock triggered, depressurizing section 7A, and the Kennedy was unfortunately sucked out into space. This sounds accurate. We'll continue our investigation from here. If any new information surfaces regarding the incident, keep us informed. Not sus at all. Confirm a device on the following missing items from V765. According to our dockmaster at the arrival port, these did not arrive as expected. 10 crates of precious metals, 15 crates of wine liquor, 10 crates of synthetic cloth, 20 crates of furnishings. So fill out the incident report, we'll start investigating. Probably just a miscount at the origin end of the voyage, but doesn't hurt to keep things safe. You have to please be aware that the Trident Preservation Society will be booking the Siren's next voyage and they require full use of the Starview Ballroom. Extend every courtesy to their people and ensure that the event goes exactly as planned. As a significant client and we don't want to risk losing this account. Send specific details in the future. Still waiting answers to our inquiry regarding the Siren of the Stars' last 3 voyages. On every occasion, the ship's cargo was several thousand kilos lighter at the arrival port. Simply chalking these up to human error is unacceptable. May I remind you that missing cargo holds a substantial dollar value that we're responsible to cover due to loss. If we don't have a proper report from you by the end of the month, we will be forced to launch a full investigation. So you're preparing to leave anyway. Narokov talked to the big guy, and just like I thought, he said there's no way you're coming back. You had a chance and you blew it. How hard is this to understand? With you and me, the only way you're going to get him to change his mind is by giving us something we can sink our teeth into. Something big, And it better be good, because last time was a disaster. Trying to offload 20 crates of furniture wasn't worth the time or the money, so never again. Don't throw your bone, Rocket. Got a dead beat on your ship, one of the crew. Name's Kenley. He owes us about 4 large from some bad bets he made back on Neon, and now Vincent wants his head. Make sure Kenley misses his next trip, and we'll see about changing the big guy's mind about having you back. That he did. Good work on the Kenley thing, and not only do you send a message to every deadbeat in Neon, but you notched up a few ranks in my book as well. The problem is it wasn't enough. Going to need more. Big guy doesn't want to budge on this one, so you need to light a fire under his ass. Need a big score, huge. Keep your eyes and ears open, and I'll see what I can do on my end. Got your message about the prize. It's about to find itself aboard, and now that's what I'm talking about. The event is coming up in a few weeks. Let's just jump back home and try to convince someone to come out there and lend you a hand. Going to keep this one kinda quiet, or else everyone will want a piece. This works out, it's almost positive the big guy will change his mind about you. Might cost you a chunk of change, but you want back in, so you can play the long game, right? True save true, huh? The March release date, damn son. I feel like if they will be announcing something like that, that will be probably out pretty soon. But he was actually going in his room, I guess. That's nice that I already managed to get everything there. Very convenient. Back to ballroom. Wait, where is that? Alien ladders, staircases. This way. Or doesn't seem like the way down. That ain't it. Hurry.
All passengers.
This way.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has declared
There
a
we go.
ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
There we go. Not a banger here for Giebers, Most likely. Seems like a lot of loaded ones there. And that's already from the stuff that we've seen. Now much stuff we haven't seen yet. It's like even the February already kind of looking somewhat dank. And that's already a couple months away. I'd say pretty good, 120% sure about them, son. Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age 4 even. No Space Marine 2, I guess. KCD will see. Dragon Age, yeah, not sure about that one. We'll see, I guess. We'll see, I guess. Alright, we go here. New Atlantis. We go. Oh, link got deleted. Well, I'm not gonna watch it now. But sure. Stalker 2 is 120% also. Well, they say so. We'll see. See if it actually will be. Keep that stuff, alright.
Need some work done?
Let's see. So, do we get anything to sell? Oh yeah, got him the ship. Thought I did, huh? Where did that go? I guess whatever. It was just the suits that I picked in the room next to where we boarded in. They just kinda pee-pee-poofed. I guess, fine. Sure. Alright, there is the archives, sure. It's free money to get it for the PC upgrade. Yeah, you better. Might need that. Alright, let's get to Anvil Saga. We'll continue tomorrow. I think 76, I'm just gonna wait until I'm done with Starfield.